The Women's March. So just a little background on that for those of you who may have missed the sea of pink hats that took over our city recently. According to crowd scientists, on January 21st, 3 times as many people took part in the now historic Women's March as those who attended Donald Trump's inauguration the day prior. The march, which started as a grassroots movement to protest Trump's policies and stand in solidarity with marginalized communities, took off in cities all across the U.S., including Denver, and around the world. Here in Denver, more than 100,000 people gathered near Civic Center Park and marched peacefully through downtown, wearing pink hats, chanting for equal pay and equality, and carrying signs that read everything from "I'm with her," to "Hug a reporter," my personal favorite. The march has lit a spark in many to continue protesting what they see as unjust policies. Trump's recent executive order to go forward with the Dakota Access Pipeline, his plan to build a wall between the U.S. and Mexico, and his 7-nation, aka Muslim ban, which saw large protests this weekend at airports in several cities, including our own DIA.
And I know we talked about, we don't want this to, be a huge political show or anything, but we felt like this was such a big topic.
Right. Well, we're seeing this crossover between, politics is not so much an out there enterprise anymore. Politics is very much touching all of our lives in some way, and it's not about, being Republican, Democrat. I think each of us as citizens and community members and family members are feeling that. And we wanted this to be a little bit of a break from the constant cycle that can start to beat you down when you look at Facebook and Twitter. And I'm looking at it way too much. I need to relax on that, but it's hard not to.
It's so hard when, President Donald Trump uses that as a main form of communication.
That's true. When the president is very embracing of Twitter as a messaging, it's hard not to.
I do love on Twitter and Facebook, though, he talks in the third person all the time. It's like, the president today met with, and I'm like, but can't you just say I met? I don't know. That's just a funny little thing.
In life, I'm leery of people that talk about themselves in the third person, and also people that don't treat their waiters well. I think those are 2 indicators of potential problems. Well,
I do both of those things, so I guess we should just cancel the show now.
And yet here we are, able to talk and able to connect. I think that's the important thing.
It is. I just would like to point out, people have this right to protest.
Yes.
And I've heard a lot of people are saying, well, he's the president now. And I agree, he's the president and we need to accept that. And I wish him the best of luck. But at the same time, people have that right to voice that opinion. And for the most part, they're doing it peacefully. And, protests have done a lot in this country. So I don't know, that's just...
No, getting up and whether you want to march or whether you call your senators or you write letters, all of those are as valid as voting.
Yep.
All of those
100%.
are as necessary. And so as long as we can do that in a respectful way, that's a tribute to our democracy, not a kick to that. So that's my 2 cents.
Yep.